Hi, I'm Darin.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Rich.
And welcome to another episode of 3 Foot Good. It's been kind of a while since we've done this.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, so we're back. We're bad. Yeah, so that's... anyway, we're here.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about...
this is going to be a Star Wars episode.
Yeah, Star Wars Legion.
We're going to start with Legion.
More or less, yeah.
And then afterwards, we're going to do our take on Kenobi. That'll be at the end. We'll make sure Rich puts in his wizardy stuff so we don't spoil it for anybody.
Yeah.
But we will talk about spoilers. But that'll be second. So
first, Shadow Collective dropped a little while ago. And
about a week?
Yeah, about a week ago. And our store got it. And so we just... In fact, it just got it today.
Yeah. We haven't talked about it yet. So we know everybody else has. But we're going to do it now.
We're going to do it now. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever. Yeah. So we picked ours up.
It's not a faction. It's not a faction.
No.
It's a battle force.
Yes.
Very clear.
Not a faction. So we picked up some today. Go ahead. Yeah, we could do some box stuff. Still got the wrapper on it and stuff. We haven't even done... we haven't even really got that.
No, we haven't. That's all right, though. We just got it in. I started assembling Rook cast. We got legs and a torso.
Yeah, we just got here 8, and he started putting crap together already. Yeah.
Well, that's,
Yeah, well.
You got to get it together before you can paint it.
Right,
I'm not a paint on the sprue bag.
Saxon and... So
okay.
A lot of you already know what's kind of going on.
Right, there's mercenaries. The Shadow Collective is... Think of it as Season 7 Clone Wars, Maul, Pikes, Syndicate, Black Sun, etc., etc. It's the Scum faction, but it's not a faction, it's a battle force.
Right.
Because they've now changed to where if you have been with your head in the ground, the bounty hunters are now all mercenaries. So before, Boba Fett and Bossk could be operatives for the Empire. Cad Bane was an operative for the Separatists. That is no longer the case. They are now mercenaries, which you can still take. Every faction can take one of each rank of mercenary, and you can take up to 2 core of the mercenary core options. But they do not fill your minimum, so you still have to take your 3 core minimum, and then you can add up to 2 core mercenaries, or 1 from pretty much each other faction or rank, as long as they can go in your faction. Unless you take a cool new upgrade they also showed, which was the Allies of Convenience, which is the Underworld Connections is the command card you can take, and it allows you to take 1 extra mercenary of any rank, but it does not allow you to go above the Force Org chart. So you could still only take 2 operatives. So if you're an Empire player, you can still do double bounty by taking Allies of Convenience and getting a second bounty hunter in, because now you don't really have an operative except for Op Vader. So that's still an option you can do. Now, some people are boo-hooing this about how they can't use their Boba Fett and Bossk and Cad Bane without now taking... They can't do double bounty without taking an upgrade. Well, guess what? All of you bounty hunter guys get another one now. So what do I mean by that? Bossk can now go in the Separatists, and Cad Bane can be taken with the Empire. So everybody can run double bounty that can take bounty hunters. There's Maul, as you see on the box. He starts as an operative, and this is called Maul Arrival, and he has a very special, unique affiliation. So he cannot be taken with the Separatists, and he can also not take his Sith droid, probe droid things that he gets from the Separatists, because that can only be taken by Separatist Maul. And Maul can also not be taken in any faction. He can only currently be taken in the Shadow Collective. They did hint that there might be other battle forces coming out that he would be able to be taken in, but currently it has to be the Shadow Collective. They've come out with some new cards, Up Close and Personal, which is a nice one for all you gunslingers out there. Lead by Example is another one. So what we're going through is the card pack upgrade. So they did a second card pack upgrade. They did one when Clone Wars came out. They now did another one, Upgrade Card Pack 2. This has all of the new Bounty Hunter cards in it. The unit cards, not the command cards. So those have changed. For the better. All of them got better.
Yeah.
Some got more better than others, and some didn't get changed enough, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
But they've also added in the AA5 can also be taken in the Shadow Collective and as a mercenary sort of thing for several factions. The bus. But yeah, so all in all, this could now be your single player starter set. You no longer have to get a core set to get what you need. You could buy this and something we don't have here because we've collected everything.
We've got everything we need. Yeah,
it's called the Essentials Kit.
The Essentials Kit, yeah.
And
It's
that will
got
have
dice, range rulers. It's got everything you
movement
would get.
tools.
Yeah, you would get everything out of it like you would out of a
Though,
core set.
Darren, you might need to get the Essentials Kit
That's it.
because the range rulers are a bit thicker.
Oh, because I keep busting the ends off?
Darren keeps busting, and everybody does.
Yeah.
Except for me.
You're too late. Too late.
I say that all the time, and I have yet to.
It sounds like we're recording.
To
It sounds like
break
meatheads upstairs knocking on
Right.
the door. Be quiet. We're recording.
So, so what does this give you? It comes with Rookcast as a heavy upgrade to the Mandalorian Super Commandos, or the Maldalorians, as I've called them, and I can't wait to run an entire army of them. You get the Black Sun Enforcers that also have a command upgrade or a character card, the Vigo, and then you get the Pike Syndicate, which then they can get the Pike Capo, which is, again, think of them as like the generic officers you would get for the four main factions. They can go in a unit, or they are also their own unit if you want.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is the start of a whole new era in Legion that I'm kind of excited about, and Darren is kind of excited about, because this is the first of probably many battle forces. They have already shown off 4 more battle forces that are going to be print and plays to start with.
And then they will have box sets for them.
But during Mini Stravaganza, which was canceled because some of the AMG people got COVID, they showed that they actually are going to have box sets. And those box sets are insane value if you're a new player.
Yes, they are. We were kind of talking about that at the store with the owner. If 2 of you decided you wanted to get into the game and say you want to go clone and droids, you could split a core and each of you buy a battle force, and
you're well over
and
800
essentials
points.
And the essentials kit for 1. And yeah, it would be cool.
And you don't even need the core set unless you want like Obi Wan Kenobi or Commander Luke Skywalker.
Right.
Because they're doing a Blizzard Force, which is Hoth-based Empire that has Vader in it, Commander Vader.
It does have a new unit though.
It does get there's going to be the print and play unit of the Stormtrooper unit that can take 2 heavies, and that's all we've heard about it. They haven't really spoiled anything besides that, so we don't know how that works. We don't know if that changes its rank. Probably is going to change it to a Special Forces. Maybe, we don't know.
We don't know yet. Yeah.
We don't know. They have the Hoth Defenders, or Echo Base. Sorry, the Echo Base Defenders. This is money for value. It's got, especially if you were somebody that has already bought the Civil War starter box, the original starter box, because nothing overlaps. You get Leia, who's her own expansion. You get Chewie, who is his own expansion. You get R2 and C-3PO, who are in a neutral scenario faction that you paid more for because there were more cards for this special scenario and the scenery in it, just to get R2 and C-3PO. You get 4 veteran squads, which also come with their Mark II blasters, so that's 8 activations between just that. And then you get 2 Tauntauns. It's at least 1 unit of Tauntaun, if not 2. And all of that's for these are all going to be $150. And the 4 boxes of veterans would be $120 alone. Not counting the Tauntauns, not counting any of the 3 commanders.
Yeah.
So you're just getting bank on for
the Rebel. Yeah.
For the Rebel. And even, all of them, I believe the lowest one is, somebody did a video, Crabok did a video, it was I think $210 if you buy it all individually. and you're getting it for 150.
Yeah,
So
yeah. They're all very.
they're
very
doing
good value.
They're doing a droid invasion, or a separatist invasion, not a droid invasion like they originally said. So everybody thought it was going to be Naboo themed, and it's not because it's got Grievous and Magna droids, and those weren't in the droid, and they weren't in Naboo. So, but that's okay. It still looks cool. You get an AAT, you get more B1s, you get some Magnas, you get more Droidicas, which maybe they'll be good in the Battle Force. Because each Battle Force is going to have their own command cards.
Yeah, and that's
and special
cool.
rules.
Yeah, the command cards and special rules are really cool.
Yeah. And then you want to talk about the one you're probably going to get? If I go first?
I think you're doing a fantastic job. No, yeah. So I'm looking forward to the 501st. I started.
But Darin, you have clones. You have all the clones.
I do have all the clones.
You do.
I have more than all the clones.
Right.
But they're all like painted, and they don't look like the 501st.
And they're painted in desert colors, and the 501st
are
white.
I'm kind of a geek that way, and so I'll probably get it anyway and paint them like the 501st. So
yeah.
Yeah, because I need to do that.
So the 501st comes with Anakin, which again wasn't in the core set. Comes with 2 Phase 2s, not in the core set. Comes with
Arcs.
1 ATRT,
Yeah, 1 ATRT,
not in the core set, and
2
arcs. I believe it's 2 arcs. It might be 3 arcs,
might be 3.
which then gives you the arc squad and the strike team. So that's going to give you at least 4 activations, and if it's 3, it's going to give you 6.
Yeah. So and that's another good value too for what you get.
And their force org charts are different.
Yeah.
So it's not just the standard. You need 1 commander, you can take 1 more, 2 operatives, 3 core up to 6, and then 3 support, 3 special forces, 2 heavies. The 501st have already been leaked that you only need to take 2 core, but you are required to take 1 special forces.
Right.
And you cannot take a strike team without having a full arc team with it. And I believe you can take more than 3 special forces in that one. So there are things that are going to be different.
Yeah, pretty different, pretty cool. A nice change.
And they've already said Ewoks are coming. I know some people aren't happy about that. Not going to name any names.
Ewoks.
I'm excited. Murder bears.
They should do Gungans long
But
before they do.
that's
Ewoks.
what they're going to do, though. In my opinion, I don't know anything, but since they're doing Ewoks, they're going to do Gungans. They're going to do probably the Geonosians. They could do Night Sisters.
That would be cool.
I mean,
this is all speculation. So I mean, we're hoping for all kinds of really cool stuff.
With things that have been teased.
I'm all for Night Sisters.
Yeah.
Right.
Rich is
riding Rancors. Yeah. Right.
Maybe not the Rancors, but yeah, Night Sisters would be cool.
Oh, they wrote Rancors.
I know.
What this also could lead to is we already know the Mandalorian Din Djarin is coming with Grogu. They've spoiled that IG-11 is coming. They've shown us the model for Dad Bod Boba that's going to be a Rebel operative, or can be taken as a Rebel operative. He'll probably be a mercenary that can go in Rebels. Right. But these battle forces are going to allow you to be like, oh, I've seen the Book of Boba Fett. I want to take Boba Fett's little thing he's building. So it will give you, maybe they'll make a Fennec and a Black Chrysanthemum, and Din can go into it, and you'll get the Freetown guys, and you'll get the Smog squads.
Yeah, what were they? The swoop bikes. What are they?
They're mercenaries, and they can go into Rebels or Republic.
Right.
So, are the factions
so if you're doing Boba Fett, Dad Bod Boba Fett,
right? Because they're
paint them mod squad.
Yep, like mod squads.
You can paint them
a little big, but that's all right. I'm thinking Enfys Nest will definitely be something that they'll add in with the swoop bikes because that's what they were. Yeah. So this just opens up a whole bunch of options, and as long as they don't go too crazy, and we get into 40K, 30 freaking different armies because you've got 15 different Space Marine chapters, and then 13 different Chaos Marine legions, and 5 different Eldar, and 30 different Orcs, and 25 different Tyranids, and 6 different Necrons. I don't need all it, but again, if they do these small,
only one Dark Eldar.
Maybe I don't know. There might be 4 now. Who knows? But this just
40K in a long time.
This just helps. Neither have I. This just brings so much more to where it can take what everybody was doing and spin it on its head.
A little bit. It's and if you're a tournament player, it's probably going to switch up the meta a little bit, more than likely.
Yeah.
We'll see some cool stuff added in. Hopefully, we'll see some pretty cool stuff added in. I'm looking forward to it. And it gives you, especially for non-competitive play, it gives you some really cool options to throw in there to kind of do what you're really looking for.
Right.
If you love the 501st because you watch the Clone War or all the Clone cartoon series, and that's what you want to play, you can actually put that on the field. You can field the 501st like you saw in, what battle was it that they were doing it by? You're
The Battle of Umbara,
Yeah, the
I
Battle
believe, is what the 501st is going to be.
So you can actually kind of do that and play a very thematic list.
And that's
So-
the developers have said these were more towards being thematic and not necessarily competitive.
Right.
So even though everything is legal for tournaments, they've said that all this will be legal.
Right.
It may not be. If you are I need to get my world's invite and I'm going to take the most meta-y list.
You might not want to take a Battle Force.
You may not want to take a Battle Force. You might. Maybe you can come up with some cool thing for
Maybe
it.
you got or you just like smoke everybody with it.
Right. I'm going to take Hoth Defenders with FD cannons because why not?
Yeah.
No E-webs in the Blizzard Force though. That still doesn't make much sense to me. Whatever. It's all good.
Yep. So we're really excited about this coming out now. What's coming up pretty soon? The RRG, how
they said they were going to update the RRG, and now we have 3 different documents, and they did update the RRG.
Yes.
So they did what they said.
Yeah.
My issue was that they didn't take out all of the old. Everything they updated last time was still in blue, along with all the stuff they updated this time. So, that was my biggest gripe.
It's not a huge gripe. I mean,
No, it's not. But it's just like
No.
that's laziness to me. I mean, you change a font color. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
before I go any further, though, we do have some stuff we got to take care of.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
We are very flattered.
We are.
Extremely flattered.
They reached out to us. They said, "Hey."
Well, no, not that. We got something else we got to take care of.
Oh, what's that?
Remember the DMs we were getting? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
So,
yes.
so we're very flattered that you would think of us this way. Some people out there, we're extremely flattered.
Right. 3 foot good.
It's 3 foot good. It's got nothing to do with feet.
No.
No,
We
it's
don't need
not.
your foot
Yeah,
fetishes.
it's not a foot. I mean, we're flattered, quite
Right,
frankly.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And getting the 3 of us with their shoes off, taking a pic.
Yeah.
Not probably.
Not
It's
gonna
not.
happen.
It's not going to happen. We appreciate all of that and all the stuff, and we're quite surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I had no idea that many people in India were really into that.
Right?
But we're just gonna have to say we're not into that.
It's
really
not us.
not. It's
That's not
not
us.
us. So
Not us.
we'd appreciate that if you'd go to our YouFans channel to see that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yep.
Because this we won't have it here. But $20 is $20.
$20 is $20.
I mean, $20
seeing
is
the price
20.
of gas now.
Yeah,
I
I know,
mean-
right? I mean, somebody wants to see a picture of my foot for $20. What the hell? Yeah.
But
I'm
the
not
other
touching
big-
yours though.
No. But the other big
Little hairy
news we
hobbit
have
foot.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But the other big news
Right.
is we have to take a break here, and we're
Rich
going
is
to bring
trying
in our...
to piss
Yeah,
himself
he is.
right now.
Yeah, he is. I wish we had a camera going that way.
I know, because he's trying not to piss
Yeah.
himself right now. Yeah.
So we have... we're very fortunate to have this sponsor.
Yeah.
They contacted us.
Yeah.
It's not Ted Nugent, even though we did say Ted
he would
Nugent
be the only one.
one.
Yeah, he would be the only
We have
one.
to go back on that.
Yeah,
So-
because gas
Yeah.
prices are kind of high.
Yeah,
Shipping
yeah. I
things.
mean-
we play with toys that can
Yeah,
get
that
kind
are
of expensive.
expensive.
Use plastic.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're going to go ahead and take a quick break for that.
Come right back, and we're
We'll be
talking
right
about
back.
Obi Wan after that.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Darin.
What's up, buddy?
I think I got a splinter or something in my hand again.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't find it?
No, it's like right in here, but I just won't find it.
Hey, you know what we could use? We've got that stuff, that new sponsor gave us.
Oh, that's right. What was
Yeah.
that called?
Cut Finder.
Okay, so we got this.
Cut Finder.
Just got to spray it on here,
Yeah,
right?
just put a little bit on your hand. See how that works.
Oh, I'm starting to feel it. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be right here, I bet. Yeah, it's getting a little warm.
Getting a little warm?
Yeah.
The warmth is the 127 different chemicals that we're using in new
Cut Finder.
Ooh, Darin, it's getting kind of hot.
That heat is the penetrating chemicals, all 56 of them approved by a Nigerian scientist in Nigeria for new cut finder.
Darin, it's burning. It's burning, Darin.
That burning sensation is all the chemicals working in to find that wonderful cut in.
Cut Finder.
Darin, it's going up my arm. Darin, the whole arm is burning.
That is the 67 new chemicals that we have in new cut finder working to get that cut found. Get cut finder. It works.
Cut Finder's not a real product. If you think it's a real product, stop watching our damn channel. It is not legal in any state, probably not even legal in Nigeria, and no animals were hurt in the filming of this video.
Okay, all right. So
we're back. We hopefully you enjoyed the sponsor.
yes, Cut Finder's a wonderful product.
It is. It's a fantastic product. However, the guy that was doing the voiceover at the end just wants to let you know, you want to wash your hands after using it. Yeah, don't be touching your junk without washing your hands first. Yeah, we
Don't
had
touch
to,
your feet either.
Yeah, we had to
Now I can lose it because it's already gone.
because he
Yeah.
we had to use a fire extinguisher in his junk and
Not good.
In fact, there may be a class action suit or something like that. I don't know.
It's
But, yeah.
fine.
Yeah, you think he's gonna try and sue Darich Thai Industries? I think
Yeah.
is the ones that
Something like that.
came up with that.
Anyways.
So yeah, whatever. So I hope hope we enjoyed the commercial.
So Obi Wan. So this is where we'll do the spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Whatever,
spoiler
'cause
alert.
now we're going
if you
into
haven't
Obi-Wan.
seen all of Obi-Wan,
Stop now.
Stop now, and
Go
we
watch it
appreciate
and come
yeah,
back.
go watch it and then come back.
back. It's
We'll
fine.
wait. Oh yeah, right.
All right.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Obi Wan.
So it's all done for us.
It's all
We've
done.
watched it.
You've
We've
seen
watched
it all.
it. You've watched it, right?
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good.
Good, because we're talking about it right now. So.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. Overall, I liked it. It was good.
I did. I mean,
I may not have done everything they did, but oh my,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
they gave me the fan service that I didn't know I needed.
yeah. I saw a lot of that. I enjoyed a lot of what was going on.
I
did.
was upset when we first on episode 1 when we went to Leia, because I was like, what in the hell is this?
Yeah, why we? Yeah.
And then I saw the dude that had the bald head, and I was like, I am on board. I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, they gave him a reason to leave the cave.
It gave him the reason to leave Tatooine, because
Right.
why would Obi-Wan leave Tatooine? He has to guard Luke.
Right.
Oh, I have to go save Leia.
Right.
You're right. She's just as important as the brother. Okay, I was on board with that premise.
Yeah, we're okay with that.
Yep,
I
and
was okay with it.
I was okay with Obi-Wan shutting himself off from the Force because he had failed. He was not the same guy you saw at the end of Episode 3.
Right.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I
mean,
suppose.
because he came back.
Little. Yeah, I guess he had PTSD or
Yes,
something.
which I mean
Yeah.
is to be expected.
Yeah, and then he came back, and that was
And
cool.
both. I mean, technically, I guess there were 3 lightsaber fights, because 2 happened in the last episode.
Yeah.
3 technically, because you had the sparring. You had the one where
Yeah,
Obi
and the sparring.
loses.
Okay,
The sparring was the fan service I didn't know I needed.
Yeah,
'cause
the
that
sparring was really cool to see the two of them.
They might have de-aged Hayden a little more. Could have worked a little better, maybe.
Yeah, and that's
But-
being way picky.
Yep,
but-
theater of the mind that I can theater of the mind that away.
Yeah, but
So
just, maybe take a little age off of him at that point. But
the first lightsaber battle when they were in the dark in the sand quarry pit thing was great. Vader walking through that town.
Vader walking through the
Beating
town
Vader.
and dragging somebody by their throat.
I didn't know
dragging
I needed
somebody's
that.
throat. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that was
I didn't know I needed
that was you're going, okay, that is evil Darth Vader. That's the
I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this dad through the window and then snap his son's neck and then
Yeah,
drag this
yeah.
other person behind me.
What?
Because I know if
Dick.
Obi-Wan's
Yeah,
here,
he's
he's gonna
gonna do
make me
something.
stop.
Right, right.
So
Troy said something once recently, and he said Darth Vader is the most amazing villain in cinema history.
Yeah.
And I think I agree with him about that, especially in this series.
I mean, we got to see it in Rogue One.
Yeah.
And that hallway scene was
Which was
everybody.
Cool. Yeah,
but
everyone
this
to see,
was.
But you got to see how much of a
You got to see
right,
him.
big bad dude.
And then when the third sister, who her story arc could have been a little different, and I really was hoping she would have died, because you don't need to save every bad guy. People can be bad and
know.
die.
I know.
That's
No,
okay.
We already know. We already know what happens with
You know
Vader.
what
We
I
know
thought they
Vader
were
says.
doing with her? I thought they were replacing the Mara Jade story with her.
God, I hope
Because
not.
her story is Mara Jade's story, isn't
Don't
it?
you said it, and now if it happens, Rich, I am blaming you. You don't put that out on the internet. Because
I
then
just
somebody will
did.
watch
Because
it.
Mara Jade's my favorite character in Star Wars,
There
and
are.
we still haven't seen her.
There's rumors she's coming, but there's been rumors of that for years. So we'll see what happens. I hope they're true. But no, I again, the whole we have to save everybody, and it was great because I guess Obi-Wan got to save somebody, but he didn't really save her because she chose not to kill
Imagine-
Luke. Which, wow, Luke didn't die. Imagine that. I
mean,
was
okay.
shocked. I was shocked.
All right. Well,
Kenobi
there
didn't
is-
die. I
there-
mean,
there is a little of that. So
Yeah,
you know how some of this is going to turn out, and you just don't know how they're going to get there.
Right.
So you know about that
Like-
because like we were talking, and I was like, okay, so Obi had 2 chances to kill Vader
save millions of lives.
and save possibly millions or billions. I mean, an entire planet. He might have.
Again, Tarkin is the one that
Of
ordered the
course
Death
he
Star,
did, but
so-
part of the power from the Empire came from the fear of Vader that was doing all that stuff. So he technically,
alternate universe, we never know what would happen.
So basically, what it's teaching you is mercy is not good.
right. Mercy is for the weak. That's exactly what Anakin
Right,
said.
yeah,
You can't
yeah.
defeat your foe with mercy.
Right. That's the lesson
I
you should get out of Star
I will
Wars.
say it was also really cool to see Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru
Yeah.
like throw down. I mean, I
And,
didn't know I
okay.
needed to see that.
No, but-
so, I mean,
But to see Owen stand up to a lightsaber with a
right,
pipe,
with a pipe,
Yeah.
and just be like, "I know you have a lightsaber. This is my son. You're not gonna. Yeah, okay."
And
yeah.
we saw him get his limb.
Yep, we saw how he.
we saw how he got his limb, which was kind of cool. Yeah.
So I mean,
There was a lot of cool stuff.
there were
a lot of
a
cool.
lot of cool moments.
Yeah, a lot of
Again,
cool
I
Easter
would
eggs
have.
and throwbacks.
I personally, again, if I had bazillions of dollars and I could make this myself, I would have had that clone trooper.
You have
the
$1
veteran.
billion.
We'd be
We
much
wouldn't, we
better
wouldn't be in
play.
my freaking basement.
right. I would have made the veteran clone trooper that Obi-Wan finds on the city planet. I can't remember the name of it. I would have had him like recognize
Well,
Kenobi, and then be
Okay.
the thing that allows Kenobi
All right.
to escape the
All
Inquisitors.
right, so I do watch YouTube occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did see one where it's one of the why he didn't say anything. He did recognize him, but why he didn't say anything, and there was a fan theory about that, but I don't
Well, it's
remember.
probably
that.
because he probably had to kill his own Jedi.
It's
So
probably like 2:00 in the morning, and I'd had a couple of drinks when I saw it.
that's fine. But no, I mean it was good. People were given the actress that played the third sister, Grieve. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
She did-
one.
yeah.
One, it's not
I
her
think she was
fault.
amazing.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
they're just like, oh, she's one dimensional and she's being too. I'm like, that's exactly what the Inquisitors would have been doing, or at least her character. I'm like, it's fine. She was motivated by one thing and one thing only. She wanted to kill Vader, and to do that, she needed to find Kenobi so she could get to Vader.
Right. And there were some really cool parts about that, like when Vader turns around and says, "Was it Obi was right in using you" or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like how just he stops the lightsaber. He doesn't even need to use his own. I'm just gonna stop yours.
He
pick
beat
yours
your
up.
ass with your own lightsaber.
But
Yeah.
this brings me to probably my biggest complaint of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the one that I don't know how to hand wave this one. Lightsabers through the chest only kill Qui-Gon
Oh, yeah. Okay.
because let's see, Maul gets cut in half.
Yeah.
He didn't die.
Yeah.
The Grand Inquisitor, lightsaber through the chest.
He didn't die.
He didn't die.
He's got a new thing. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Though? Yeah. He's got. Yeah.
Reva,
Probably
lightsaber
not.
through the chest.
She got.
She's still doing.
She got chopped twice with lightsabers.
So I guess
don't
that
think the other
means
one was through
Cad
the chest.
Bane's not dead? Because he only got stabbed by a gaffy stick, right? I mean, so
Yeah,
Cad Bane's still alive.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
Plot device, I guess.
Right. Plot armor.
Yeah.
So speaking of that sort of thing, the one problem I had with Obi-Wan, but let me say first that Obi-Wan is the first Star Wars thing that I've really, really liked since Clone Wars. But the one problem that I had is when Darth Vader is walking down that city alley street or whatever it was called, and he's force choking
Right.
everybody that he walks past, his daughter is in the building next to him and he can't sense her. yet Obi-Wan can sense Luke's in trouble from across light years.
Well, he was attuned because he'd been by Luke for 10 years.
Yeah.
And Luke is the most powerful Jedi in the universe because George Lucas says so. So that's just his spider sense, even though Luke doesn't know he's in trouble. The Force knows he's in trouble.
I know someone would have explained it that way.
I mean, that's just...
But it's still
Okay.
my...
I got it.
I'm.
But I will
I-
help you then.
Yeah.
How does he not know when he's interrogating her in episode 4? How, this is my daughter.
Yeah, and that is.
Oh,
I mean,
forgot that.
He's
yeah,
right
yeah.
there. So.
Yeah, or when she's talking to him in the hallway, or Vader, it's you. I should have known as you. However, that
Smelled your stench when I was brought on board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Oh, that's what you meant by episode 4. I thought you meant episode 4.
No,
was-
A New Hope.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
and so yeah, there are some holes. Although it does kind of explain how when the sister was trying to interrogate her. How powerful she was with
Right.
the Force, being able to
Which
Resist.
is in
and-
canon how she was able to resist the not the probe droid, the interrogation techniques they were using to try and get the rebel base was because she's Force sensitive.
Right.
She's a Skywalker. So
Yeah, she is a Skywalker.
I mean, and that was kind of cool how, and I mean, okay, so I've seen people be upset about how does she not know who she's gonna go see on Tatooine when her dad tells her to go find Obi Wan Kenobi. He only hears him called Ben. Nobody ever calls him
Right.
Obi-Wan or
Right.
Kenobi in her presence.
Right.
So I can hand wash that away. Okay, 10 years later, 8 years later, whatever it is, I've heard people say it's going to be one and then the other. I think it's like 7 or 8 years later because I thought they were teenagers when they did this, not 20 when A New Hope came out. But irregardless. If her dad tells her to go find Obi-Wan Kenobi on Tatooine, she doesn't know where he's at.
Yeah.
She only knew his name was Ben. So, okay, she doesn't know she's going to go see Kenobi.
No, she knew his name according to this series.
I
Because
thought-
she called him Obi-Wan in the last scene.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh,
she
So
never
that's
mind.
where they connected that dot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did.
I missed that.
Yeah, I think so.
So, well,
Yeah.
I've lost all of my street cred.
Sorry.
All of it.
Oh, what little bit I had, it's gone.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it was
It was good.
People,
I enjoyed it.
people were upset by it, and I think they just either they don't like anything but the original trilogy, and
Okay,
and
there's
that's
there's
that.
some of
And
it.
I'm one of those people,
Yeah,
and I
there-
liked this.
Yeah,
Right.
and there,
I mean-
and there is some of that. There
It's
are
Ewan
folks-
McGregor.
Right.
Come on, guys.
And there is some of that. There are people. I mean, and we're nerds, but there are people that are real Star Wars nerds. That,
Right.
We've got a friend of ours that has
Oh.
done a
Oh.
yes.
No, you said real Star Wars nerd, and one of the favorite parts of this whole series.
Yeah.
Now that you finish
So
your thing.
that anything that is not like perfectly done
Right.
is he nitpicks it and doesn't enjoy the show because of it. And you have to kind of remember it never really happened, and it's
right, the EU is gone.
well, not just that, but this is just all fake. And so whatever they
Yeah.
decide to do with it,
Is
you
what-
just got to go. Okay, well that's what they're deciding to do with it because you can't have actual lightsabers,
So
which sucks.
which sucks because I would so kill myself,
Yeah.
or at least me.
Yeah.
I
Because
would-
I twirl
I'd
that
be
thing
missing-
once, and
I
I
would be
yeah.
You know, in Arizona, there's a Jedi Training Academy. It's a martial arts studio with lightsabers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to go to that. Try it once. Yeah.
my most favorite thing that happened in this, and I heard about it online, so then I had to go and check it, and then I had to IMDb it, and then I told Darin, is that they brought in one of my favorite book characters
Oh yeah.
with an asterisk,
Yeah.
maybe,
Maybe. Yeah.
because in episode 2, when Obi-Wan finds the fake Jedi, and he overhears him doing the thing, and he sends the mom and her son off because he's special. He needs to get to Corellia. The boy's name is Corrin.
Corn.
And
I
Corrin
didn't catch
Horn.
that.
Oh,
No, yeah.
So
Corrin Horn was my favorite character in the Rogue Squadron X-Wing books. He has his own book made called I Jedi because he was a Jedi. He was the descendants of one.
my favorite pilot in X-wing. Yeah.
His favorite pilot in X-Wing,
Yeah.
and now maybe he's canon. And I say maybe because, well, it could be anybody on a planet. But Reva only knew a farmer's first freaking name and was able to find him on a planet, and his name was Owen, and so that's a fairly commonish name to us. So I guess there's only one Owen on Tatooine, and there's only one Corn in this whole galaxy, and his last name better be Horn, because that's awesome. And even if it's not, it's just that was cool.
It is kind of a cool like callback to whatever.
And I guess he was in 3 episodes total. He was in the last 2 as well. He was part of those refugees running. Him and his mom were in it.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
from what I understand, he got credits for Corn as Corn, right?
yeah, he's credited as his name is Corn. There's no last name credited, but he's credited as Corn. So that gives me hope that maybe, in the Filoniverse they'll add this guy in, and somewhere down the line when they're bringing in other Jedi.
Squadron or something.
Or, you're going to bring in other Jedi eventually, because maybe Grogu finds some more when Din's out doing his things, and you need to pull in more, because
that's December, right?
No, it's not till February now.
Oh, February.
Yeah. Andor is August, I think.
Okay.
Andor's the next Star Wars one. Personally, I was not too keen on it, and then I saw the preview or the trailer. Okay, I'll watch it.
It's just like this. You already kind of know how this whole thing.
Right. I know Cassian's not going to die because he gets blown up. Spoilers for Rogue One if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, you haven't seen Rogue One.
But that was a way old movie, so
yeah, it's a way old movie. Awesome movie.
I guess I should have done spoilers. Darth Maul gets cut in half, but then doesn't die.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So actually, if you're watching a Star Wars Legion, they've probably all seen it. I don't know how many.
So.
Yeah. The 3 or 4 people, the number 1 fan, and
right.
the 3 or 4 other people that we got going on here.
Hopefully, the number 1 fan has watched it.
Oh, I know he has. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Well,
He'll probably.
I'll bet we're up to 5 fans.
5?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. The number 1 fan, he's going to comment that yes.
Oh,
he's
yes.
seen- yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
On a side note, the announcement I don't have to give now because we're full is that I was going to let everybody know that
right.
in October we are running the 3 Foot Good Fall Brawl 2nd annual. We did it last year.
2nd annual.
So we're hopefully going to do it every October.
22 we've got, right?
We have 22 that we could have 11 tables.
Yeah.
Dave worked it out, and we are already full.
We're already
I
full.
didn't
So.
know that was what capacity was.
Dave thinks he could get 1 or 2 more.
Yeah,
we're
gonna
let's go with
sit-
11 because we know 11 will fit.
Yeah, and we have terrain for 11.
And we have terrain as long as everybody that brought tables last time can bring the tables again.
And 20 or more is
It's a ranked one. It'll count in the
possible.
It's not possible. It will be ranked. So
We ranked, and that is October 2022. So we don't know how long this is going to be out there.
Right.
So,
yeah, October 29th is when it happens. Right? 22nd. Because it was the week before.
Oh.
We'll put that info in the description.
Right.
Yeah.
It is.
It's full currently.
But you guys can
as
message
of
me.
June. It's full currently. But
People drop.
if anybody that's played tournaments knows sometimes people drop and sometimes they don't.
Can't
so
make it. If you're local to the Quad City area, show up. Maybe we'll need somebody to film because somebody couldn't show up day of.
Yeah, and then there's also we have somebody. So what we do because you get people coming in from out of town, we hate it when somebody comes in from out of town and they end up with a bye. So they come to run.
Right.
We play 3 games. They drive 3 hours and they can sit there for a couple hours. We don't do that. So we've got a ringer more or less.
Right.
You still get the bye points. You still get the points, and it's still the same.
Well, if somebody shows up and plays though.
Yes,
I'll add it in.
then you don't have to worry about
Yeah,
it.
and it's not.
But,
Then it's
yeah.
not a buy anymore.
Yeah,
Because
then it's just added.
the ringer was only when we had to do it, and I've already said with 22 people, we're going
can't
to
do
both
that.
be
we
doing
both have to judge. Yeah.
judge things.
Yeah.
Tournament
We
organizers.
should,
stuff.
we should probably drag Rich in and do a little filming.
Oh,
too.
I figure Richard will
Yeah,
get Rich there.
drag him
This
in.
one I'll be there for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do some.
It'll
We'll
be
do some.
fun.
We'll do some filming. Maybe an interview or two. We could
Right.
actually do an interview.
Right.
Yeah, out of town. That would be kind of cool.
And what's I mean, not sad. It is what it is that the person who won our last tournament cannot make it.
Yeah, he can't be there.
Well, he didn't know if he could make it, so he didn't want to sign up and take somebody else's spot. But the number 2 person from the last tournament, who also went undefeated, will be there. So we'll still have our bounty for him. Yeah. So, but yeah. So again, we'll have the links in the description. Rich say he'll post it, and we might be putting out another video if in 2 weeks half of everybody that said they were going to show up say we can't make it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, 7 of the 22 are coming from Wisconsin. From Madison.
Way to go, guys.
The guys that we met at
Thank you.
Adepticon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we went up
That
to the
we-
tournament.
Darren went up with a couple
Yeah.
of our guys up to
Yeah,
their
to the
tournament,
tournament. Yeah, they're-
and that was our big push to get to 20 because they said if you guys can get to 20,
Right.
we know guys will travel for it.
Right.
Well, okay,
So,
we have a 22.
yeah, Madison is representing.
Madison is
Yeah,
gonna,
thanks, guys.
gonna come to our house
Squadron
and,
yeah.
and try to yeah. So it'll be fun. And maybe we'll even link because they have their own YouTube channel, right?
I think so. We should probably
Create
link them.
minis or
Oh,
something.
Yes,
well, Dan
we'll do
does.
that.
Yeah,
We'll
Dan,
find
yeah.
Dan does for
Yeah.
Create Minis. Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So there's more Legion stuff coming. There's more everything coming. Guys.
Yeah, especially next week when the PDFs for the Battle Forces come up. Maybe next week,
the
week
play,
after
the print and play.
the print and play stuff. We'll probably go over a couple of lists that we're messing with, some ideas that we have. I know for a fact he's going to go over some. You've got like 50 lists already for the show.
I got a problem.
Well, maybe not 50, 48.
Well, I mean, including Shadow of Collective things and armies, I would say probably 50.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll probably go over a couple of lists, talk about it.
Yeah.
Maybe even talk about games that we've done
Right.
with them. So
I mean, and who knows? Maybe we'll go to something else. I mean, again, we're not just a Legion.
yeah,
champ,
we're not just
so.
we've been messing with
Napoleonics.
Napoleon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently we messed with some Napoleonics, which we do got to get we're starting. We're getting pretty close to.
We're getting close to
game.
where we'll be able to maybe film a game that
Yeah.
we're not always.
Looking
All right,
at
what are we
rules.
doing
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
How are we doing this? So
Yeah,
that's coming. We want to do more battle reports for Legion. Just again, summer time crunch. We don't have whole times to record whole games
Yeah.
just because of scheduling. So
But we'll get some more stuff out there. We appreciate
we
you
say
guys
that,
checking
and this is
out.
like a 35,
I know,
40
right?
minute video.
This was
so.
going to be a
40.
quick 40.
Yeah.
This was going to be
just a quick go over
yeah, go over some
RRG
stuff.
and Shadow Collective.
Yeah,
and,
we haven't been on here for a while, so we're rambling. So if you've stayed this long, maybe
Awesome.
here's a couple of pictures for you, just to, and then yeah. So, all right. So hey, stop watching us.
Get out there and roll some dice.